Roads to Community Living is a demonstration project designed to help people with complex, long-term care needs move back into the community. The project is Washington State's part of a federally funded project called Money Follows the Person. Project participants have an opportunity to visit or revisit their ability to live in the community and access additional person-centered services and supports. People who are eligible and want to participate in the project receive intensive one-on-one help to develop a plan to transition back into the community. Let's meet a few of them now.
My name is Maxine Tate, and I'm a social worker at Home and Community Services, and I do nursing facility case management.
My name is Erica, and I'm a Community Choice Guide for Roads to Community Living through Home and Community Services.
My name is Janet, and I'm a Community Choice Guide. And in addition to that, I'm also a contracted transportation provider for the program.
I go in to the nursing facilities to do nursing facility level of care so that if people qualify for that, then Medicaid can be brought into the picture for them.
Let's hear from 3 participants, Norella, James, and Dale, who have successfully transitioned back into the community. You'll also hear from Lester, a good friend of James from the nursing home, whose process of transitioning was taking place during the making of this video. We'll start with their stories from the beginning of nursing home care.
I was fainting all the time. I was on huge tanks of oxygen constantly.
They come to the nursing home. I went to the nursing home.
2 years ago, I wasn't sure what happened. I didn't know where I was going to be because the stroke took me.
It was like I said, I was in that place for 12 years.
I weighed over 400 pounds.
How long did you have to live there?
Going on 4 years.
My caseworker sent me to the nursing home.
They think this is it. I don't have any other options.
Norella is a UW graduate with a law degree from Berkeley. She worked as a criminal prosecution attorney with the Marine Corps for over 20 years. After 5 years in nursing home care, she is now living on her own. She enjoys taking care of her cats, shopping at the local farmers market, and attending local concerts.
Well, when I first met Norella at the nursing facility, it was when she first transferred over from Idaho. And at that point, she wasn't even looking at that. She just wanted to be closer to her son.
I mean, the nursing home was nice. They were good to me. They treated me well. I didn't want anything that I didn't need. You know what I mean? Anything that I had to have or I needed, they made sure I had it.
Norella has always been an inspiration to me from the day I met her, because I knew that she'd been in a nursing home for over 5 years, almost 5 years at the point that we met. And she had a determination that she was ready to be a part of the community again. She was motivated, and that was very inspiring.
And I told Maxine, and I told Erica, and I told the people in the nursing home that I wanted out. I found out I could get into Roads to Community Living. Maxine helped me set everything up. She did all the paperwork. She explained everything to me.
One thing I get to do is help them to really see what the needs are for the client. There are the basic needs, that are on the paper that they get saying this is what you need to do, but really tuning into their personality, the client's personality.
And they're doing the things for me that I couldn't do for myself. So without them, I wouldn't be anywhere because I couldn't have done it.
And Norella really was 80% a part of that team because she was determined to move. She was willing to do the things that were needed in order to be ready to be independent and on her own.
Roads to Community Living brought in for us community choice guides so that they could do really the hard work of finding apartments. They go do the shopping. There's furniture to buy. There's other people to work with, like suppliers for medical equipment and those kind of things.
It can be a long afternoon at the Social Security office, taking care of changing their address and setting up direct deposit, So being able to pick a client up and take them there and wait with them through that appointment is very important. Oftentimes I'll take someone to go look at apartments. They can see the apartments with their own eyes and make their own decision about where they're going to move to, whether it be an apartment or assisted living or an adult family home, and they can make the decision themselves.
Dale is a Yakima local. He graduated from Mabton High School in 1969 and went on to graduate from Yakima Valley Community College with a degree in communications. He worked for several years at the Yakima Valley Regional Library and Sears. Dale also worked as a sports broadcaster and coordinated local art exhibits. After spending 1.5 years in a nursing home, Dale is now living on his own. He enjoys spending time with his family and participating in local events.
A year and a half, 2 years ago, when I had the stroke, I didn't know what was going to happen.
When I met Dale at the nursing facility, he had no idea that there was those options out there for him to assist him with being independent in his living situation.
I could take this as negative, but I've chosen to take the positive, and it's also through them that I am taken as a positive. Before,
he was independent and able to get around, and then he had the stroke, which is a life-changing thing, but he was coping the best he could.
We pursued several options with his limitations from his stroke. We looked at possibly adult family homes and assisted living facilities and those sorts of things. And his age criteria was such it was too low to be eligible for some of those services. And once I got to know Dale, I realized that he most wanted to be independent and be out of the nursing home.
Through Jerry and Maxine's desire for me to have this possibility was also part of it. And I honestly don't believe if they weren't through a program like this, they could do it on their own. The blessings to come out and to be on my own have been great.
I love doing home care. My clients are very happy in their homes.
She comes 5 days a week and she works 4 hours a day. She cleans the clothes and she straightens my bed, does all the things that I can't cook for myself, so she cooks for me.
He loves my cooking, so I have to make him extra meals for the weekends when I'm not able to come for him.
Earlier, we met Lester, who was in the second stage of the project, preparing for moving back into the community. Lester is a graduate of the Evergreen State College and worked as a drug and alcohol counselor for many years. After 12 years in the nursing home, Lester was inspired by his friend Jim to look at moving out into his own apartment. Currently, Lester is enjoying living on his own and spending time with his friends.
I was able to pick up Lester at the nursing home and bring him here to Yakima to look at an apartment and to meet with his friend Jim and to see the apartment with his own eyes, to decide if this is where he wants to come.
Okay, Lester, we're going to go upstairs and view the apartment that you were interested in. Just see if it'll meet your needs.
No, when I first walked in there, I said, this is the place for me.
Good job. Let's have a look at it.
It'd be nice to get me a couch and sit around over there. No, my TV's going to go over here. The couch will go over here. I said, no, over by the window.
Here is Lester 2 months later, enjoying his dream as a reality.
Well, I've been here just under 2 months. And like I said, this is really a good program for me. He's really a good friend of mine. He's in the same program too. And I go down and visit with him for a while. I go and visit with him for a while and watch TV. And when I heard about this program through Janet and Jerry, they're the ones who really got me involved with coming here. You know, and it was really, really nice because when I come out, before I even got here, I had my furniture already moved in, went shopping, got my all my utensils, dishes, stuff like that. These are dream catchers. I've got a lot of dream catchers from people who gave them to me.
The truth is in the testimony. Hear in their own words what it's like to be on their own.
I'm very happy to be out on my own because it gives me a freedom, like to sleep in.
I remember you telling me one of the important things was being able to cook for yourself, how important that was
That was good.
to fix meals and
Yeah.
just to have your own independence.
Yes.
I finally have my cats. I went to the Humane Society and got 2 kitties, and I don't know what I did without them. I tell you, they bring such joy to my life and keep me company. I was able to get a bath that I can use. You push a button and the lever comes down and the chair comes out, and you sit in it. You push another button and it lifts you up, and you push the other button and it drops you right in the bathtub.
To just get my own mail, not have everybody looking at it before I got it.
I've been out for 5 months, and I go to the Capitol Theater for the concerts, and I love that part.
I can ride around, and stuff like that.
We all need to be able to make our own decisions, and we have a right to be wherever it is we want to be.
When I got my apartment, I was satisfied because I feel like I'm contributing to life because I'm home in a place of my own. Nobody's responsible for me. Yes, Emily has to be responsible for certain things, but mostly it's me doing it, and that's what the big positive is. I would encourage you, the person in the nursing home, to look at this video, look over it, and see the positive here. I have so many wonderful people that have worked with me to make everything positive, to have the freedom I have, to have the ability.
It's amazing to be on Road to Community Living because you can do so much, and they give you the encouragement you need.
I would highly recommend it to people that was in the same situation as me. It would probably get them out in the community too, and have them be able to learn these things what I've learned.
It's all worth it in the end. You're going to be so happy, just truly happy.
As you consider Roads to Community Living, we hope these stories have been beneficial and inspiring. Maybe the next chapter of your life journey will be similar. Your new beginning and new life may be just around the corner.